Imagine standing under a sun so close, so intensely hot, that your own sweat could rise up to your chest. No shade, no shadow beneath your feet, no relief anywhere in sight. This is the day of judgment. And on that day, every single human being who has ever lived will be standing exactly like this, exposed, waiting, terrified. Except 7 people. 7 types of people on that day will be given something nobody else receives. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that Allah will shade them under His shade on the day when there is no shade except His shade. Not a tree, not an umbrella, not a wall, the shade of Allah Himself. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn exactly who these 7 people are. And by the end of this video, you're going to ask yourself one honest question. Could I be one of them? Or am I still far from it? Let's begin. The first is a just ruler. Someone given power over others, whether a king, a leader, a manager, even a parent, who rules with fairness even when it costs them personally. Someone who does not bend justice for money, for family, or for fear. Real justice, especially when nobody is watching, is rare. And Allah notices exactly how rare it is. The second is a young person who grows up in the worship of Allah. Think about how difficult this actually is. Youth is the time of the strongest desires, the strongest peer pressure, the strongest pull toward everything except remembrance of Allah. A young person who chooses obedience while surrounded by every possible distraction, this is not a small thing. This is one of the hardest tests a human being can pass. The third is a person whose heart is attached to the mosque. Not someone who simply prays 5 times a day and forgets about it the rest of the time. Someone whose heart, even when they're at work, even when they're at home, even when they're far away, keeps pulling back toward that place, longing for it, missing it. This is a heart that has found its true home. The fourth are 2 people who love each other only for the sake of Allah. They come together on this love and they part on this same love. Not because of business, not because of family ties, not because of what the other person can offer them, purely because they both love Allah, and that love connects them to each other. The fifth is a person who is invited to sin by someone attractive, someone with status and beauty, and they say, "I fear Allah," and they walk away. Think about how many times temptation is dressed up perfectly, the right moment, the right person, complete privacy, 0 consequences visible. And still, they choose to fear Allah over everything else in that moment. The sixth is a person who gives charity so secretly that their left hand does not know what their right hand has given. No camera, no post, no one to see it, no one to praise them for it. Given purely for Allah, purely in secret, expecting nothing from any human being. And the seventh is a person who remembers Allah while alone, and their eyes overflow with tears, not in front of people, not for show. Alone, in the middle of the night or in a quiet moment, when nobody is watching and there's nothing to gain from it, their heart breaks open in remembrance of their Creator. These are the 7. A just ruler, a devoted youth, a heart attached to the mosque, 2 who love for Allah's sake, someone who resists temptation out of fear of Allah, someone who gives in complete secrecy, and someone who weeps alone in remembrance of Allah. Now here's the real question. Look at this list again, honestly, not which one sounds nice. Which one actually describes you, right now, in your real life, not the version of yourself you wish people saw, but the one only Allah truly knows. Maybe you're not there yet. Maybe none of these 7 describe you today. That's all right, because unlike most things in life, this is not about where you started. It's about which direction you're walking in. Start small. The next time you're offered something you know you shouldn't take, remember category 5. The next time you give something to someone in need, try to make sure your other hand doesn't even know about it. The next time you're alone at night, talk to Allah honestly, even if it's just for 1 minute, even if no words come out except tears. You don't need to become all 7 overnight. You just need to start walking toward one of them today. Because on that day, when the sun is closer than you can imagine, and there is no shade anywhere except his, you want to already know which direction you are walking in your entire life. If this reached you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because the next video might be the one that changes how you live.